Behavior that will blow your mind. Sex at 60. Sex stops in relationships for many reasons. For some women, a natural decline in their sex drive, combined with painful postmenopausal sex, makes them perfectly happy to wave it farewell. You're probably with the wrong person if you don't want to have sex with your partner anymore. Research has shown conclusively that if you want to have a happy sex life, this trumps menopause, hormones, and aging every time. In other words, if you want to have great sex until you're 90, you will. The reason why lots of men and women over 60 report highly satisfying sex is because sex moves away from intercourse and becomes more focused on foreplay. This is a great thing for most women. If you can't talk about sex after 60, you'll probably stop having it. Most women start avoiding sex after 60 because it's painful. Most men avoid sex after 60 because their penises don't work like they did, and they're embarrassed to admit it. If you can talk about these things to each other, sex can continue a less pressured, touch-based, less orgasm-focused sex that both men and women often prefer. Sex toys can solve many of your sexual problems. If you have a woman over 50 who doesn't own a vibrator, buying one for her will almost certainly guarantee you both become more sexually satisfied than you are now. It truly is a case of use it or lose it with our genitals after 40, let alone 60. Changing sexual positions and using over-the-counter OTC, lubrication or vaginal moisturizers, for example, may help you maintain sexual enjoyment after 60. You can still safely resume sexual activity after a long period of abstinence. However, by abstaining, you may be setting yourself up for more painful encounters in the future. Using a pillow under your back for the missionary position can add comfort. You may find that as you get older, standing positions are more comfortable for both you and your partner compared to positions that involve either partner being on their hands and knees. Don't place too much pressure on every sexual encounter ending in an orgasm. Using condoms or some other form of protection, as well as discussing STD testing and your expectations of monogamy, are important features of beginning any new sexual relationship. According to the National Poll on Healthy Aging, 40% of people between the ages of 65 and 80 are sexually active. Of these folks, 73% say they are satisfied with their sex lives. Problems that used to limit sexual activity in older adults, such as erectile dysfunction and low libido, sex drive, can now be treated with medication or counseling and lifestyle changes. A similar 2019 study found that older adults who were sexually active reported a higher quality of life and sense of well-being. A 2018 study of older adults found that about 60% said they took part in more subtle kinds of sexual closeness and intimacy, and that quality was more important than the frequency of sex. A 2019 study found that a higher frequency of sex in older adults was linked to lower rates of cancer, coronary heart disease, and other chronic illnesses. A study found a direct link between higher sex frequency and higher levels of cognitive function in older adults. Eating nutritious food and exercising help give you energy and can improve your sense of well-being in all aspects of your life, including your sex life.